Welcome, everybody, to day one group stage action, the second match of the 2025 TST competition for Tobacco Road and Tactical Manager here in Group I. I'm David Goss with you for the broadcast here on the tournament's YouTube page, as these two teams are both looking for their first wins of the 2025 tournament. As we take a look at the rules for this competition, it is 7v7, 20-minute halves, 40-minute games, but it does not end there. Then we just get to target score time. It is the best part of TST. Every game ends on a goal. We will set the target score when we get to the end of regular time, and the first to hit that target score will be the winner of this match and pick up a massive 3 points in group play. Running substitutes available to these teams as well. So the starting lineups, not the most crucial part, but still some big changes for these two teams as we take a look at the starting lineup. For Tactical Manager, coming off a loss in the first game, they have made two big changes to their starting lineup. Henrique Ruck, number 11, will get the start off the back of 2 goals in the opening game, and Jose Carlos Lopez, one of the most experienced players playing for Honduran Giant CD Marathon, gets the start as well for this team. 2 players now injured for Tactical Manager, and Edson Ratinho and Harold de Campos. On the flip side, for this Tobacco Road team, a couple of changes. The big one in goal, Zach Scott getting the start after starting the first game on the bench. Brad Ruhak gets the start as well, one of the most experienced players on this team on the back line. And Whit Conger joining the starting lineup for this Tobacco Road team. Tobacco Road, one of the local sides here to Raleigh. Last year, they made a run to the round of 16 where they lost to the Reggae Rovers. They beat AU Vodka 11-8 to get out of the group stage and set themselves on what was a fairy tale run with a number of fans surrounding the field every game for them as one of the local sides taking the field here in Cary, North Carolina. On the flip side, Tactical Manager, this is their first ever appearance in the TST competition. They are wearing their green kits with white shorts going left to right on your screen. Tobacco Road in their all black going right to left as the sun begins to set and the temperature has dropped a little here in Cary. It is below 80 degrees, and it is the perfect time for a little bit of soccer as we get kicked off with our first 20-minute half here in TST group stage play, the second of 3 group stage games for these two teams. Tobacco Road playing in their opening match against #United, losing 3-1 in that game. On the flip side, Tactical Manager, a 4-3 loss to Pasha Luxury. Right now, Pasha Luxury is locked in with a 3-3 tie in target score time against #United. So still unsure who will sit atop the group at the end of tonight. But no matter what, 3 points will be critical for these two teams. Flying forward, but taking off his foot for Tobacco Road was Stephen Miller, trying to step out of that back line. So the first foul of the game, and it is Leandro Damio taken down, one of the most experienced players on this team. Played in the 2012 Olympics for the Brazilian national team. Played for some of the biggest clubs in Brazil, in Internacional, as well as Santos, before taking his talents over to Japan. One of the leaders in this group. As that free kick flashed over the crossbar, quickly taken by Joao Laria. Barrio trying to play that one down that sideline quickly. A chance to counter here. Big opportunity coming. The cutback, the falling shot, and it sneaks into the near post. Fernando Enrique, his first goal of the tournament And Tobacco Road, a big opening goal. So correction, Fernando Enrique is not here, so therefore he is not wearing the correct jersey, and Whit Conger has the opening goal for us here in this match. Conger, the North Carolina FC Academy graduate and former Georgetown player. What a goal, falling over. But because of that, the goalkeeper was almost tricked that his hips were opening up for the far post. He got just enough on it to sneak it into the near post. What an opening goal for Tobacco Road, and the home side in the driver's seat for the first time here today. So tactical manager now trailing for the second time. And a goal scored in the other direction. An explosive start to this one.
Tactical manager SC, scored by number 11.
Tactical manager continuing to ride Enrique Ruck. His third goal of the competition in just the first day. So back and forth action here to start. What a match between these two. So now we are back level here in this first half. Both these teams playing open and aggressive, knowing that they need to be on the front foot because they need a victory in this one. There's a slide tackle there called against Lucas Del Rosario, former UNC player himself, U.S. Youth International Del Rosario.
They lost earlier 4-3 to Pasha Luxury. In the black jersey,
Good footwork here for Tactical as they try and play through the lines, and then the acrobatic bike kick attempt there. Beach soccer-esque to flick it up to yourself and try and hit that. But the creativity is necessary. Such a small field. Trying to find just an inch of space to create an opportunity. Dario Pavone help him pull the strings as he drops in, and now the substitution made. Zach Scott getting the start in this one. Kenneth Perkinson got the start in the opening game as Garcia steps forward, and his touch will go all the way back the other way into the hands of goalkeeper Rainer Haas. Haas beaten quickly in this game. Will now look to keep things a little bit more composed. Slip there off the ball. Tobacco Road has had numbers. If they moved a little quickly, we're not able to take advantage, and now we'll reset things. The big switch from Gracia. In tight spaces and knocked away. Albuma Sloot. So right now, these two teams currently sitting winless in the group, and they are all chasing Pasha Luxury, who just clinched their 4-3 target score win over #United. So Pasha in first with 6 points. One of these two teams will move level with #United in second. If it is Tobacco Road, they would be finishing the night sitting in third, as head-to-head is the first tiebreaker, but still plenty of soccer left to play for these teams to decide that. Good work here from tactical manager. Big shooting opportunity and flashed wide. Ruck looking for his second goal of the game. Showed his confidence with his left foot. Not able to wrap it around that far post. Physicality both ways as Romalo Trying to lower his shoulder and show his strength defensively, and now Ruck immediately closed down. And a little bit too eager there from Paul Monels. Barcelona native coming over to the U.S. to play for Virginia Tech originally. From landing in the North Carolina area. Turnover here, an opportunity for Tobacco Road, and it's cleared away. Emergency defending there along the back for tactical manager. And now they are off in the break the other way. And that shot pulled just wide. Valaro had 5 shots on goal in the first game, racking them up already here in this second game.
And we have Tobacco Road FC in the black jersey. Both teams lost in round 1.
We've seen so much good soccer so far here at TST. In just the first session of the first day, Pasha Luxury, #United, the opening match of this evening session. We've got games kicking off all the way through 10 p.m. Eastern time. As a whole new set of fans start to filter in for this evening session.
Subs in, subs off.
Running substitutes, of course, allowed, so as long as the player who you're coming on for steps off, you don't have to wait for a stoppage. It's smart to, otherwise you might put yourself in a really bad position because the player has to come off first and everyone has to be subbed from that midfield line. So if you do it in a moment of defending or transition, you potentially could end up in a bad spot. Scott getting the start in this second game. Dangerous touch there. Good opportunity. Big save. And the second chance put in. What a goal for Tobacco Road. They are able to push themselves ahead for the second time.
Number 2, Yao Delgado.
So Joao Delgado, a goal in the first game and now a goal in the second game. It was a big save initially. It looked like Tobacco Road was going to let the chance go. Delgado follows it up and he puts his team in the lead for the second time today. That's fine.
Goal kicks are unable to be received on the opposite side. Kicks must stay within your half.
So a restart coming here for tactical manager. Can they pull themselves back once again? This feels like this is going to be a game with quite a lot of goals. Very open between these two teams. Here comes the next chance. Scott with the initial save, and it's tapped in at the far post and somehow not over the line. What a moment there. Emergency defending for Tobacco Road. And it felt like on that far post, it was almost harder not to score than to put it in. Heartbreaking for this tactical manager side. Diego Pontusa, the MASL All-Star, somehow popped that one over the crossbar, up out of the sky. It was a tap-in on that far post, and tactical manager, that might be one that they are thinking about later on today. Ball over the top. Well defended by Romalo. Tobacco Road takes the corner kick, driven in and knocked away. But both these teams finding a number of opportunities so far. Tobacco Road playing in USL League 2 here locally. A number of players that grew up playing together. A soccer-rich region. All the way from the North Carolina Courage, of course, who play their home games here in Cary at WakeMed Soccer Park. And, of course, the legacy of college soccer teams on the women's side, UNC, the greatest program of all time. On the men's side, a dominant set of ACC teams. Wake Forest recently making a run both in the men's and women's side in the College Cup. So a ton of talent that is living in this area and playing on these teams. It is no mean feat to make it into U.S. Open Cup qualifying in this local region. Some regions, there's not a ton of competition. It's the same teams year after year. But for Tobacco Road to be able to challenge year after year at that level is something really special. And now, with TST being in their backyard, continuing to put together some really good teams that can compete in this tournament. The restart rotated all the way back to the goalkeeper. Scott now taking his time. Goalkeeper is such a major part of the attack at TST. We see it now all over the world with build-outs and the importance of controlling possession from the goal kick on, but nothing like what you see here as this ball still alive. No foul called. Gianderson frustrated with that one. Ended up blocking it while on the ground. It'll be a corner kick, and Tobacco Road will use the chance to make wholesale substitutions here as running subs allowed here at TST. We've got about 5 minutes left to play in this first half, 2 20-minute halves, and after that we will set our target score time. At that point, we'll put one more goal than the leading team, and we will play until someone scores that goal. No time running out, no clock. Every 3 minutes, though, that we don't have that goal, we'll pull a player off the field for both teams, going from 7v7 to 6v6, 5v5, and all the way down to 2 if necessary to find a winner. So an electric start to this game. Goals a minute apart for these two squads. Tobacco Road leading 2-1. Tactical manager missing a tap-in, though, on top of that, as they now look to work along the end line. A fake on the shot, and a must-win tackle there for Tobacco Road, and now they're looking to break out immediately. Good first touch, but better defending there. Beautifully done by both sides. Cody Brinkman almost getting goal side of the last defender, but Jose Carlos Lopez inserted into the starting lineup in this game. Read the danger and made the tackle.
On field 5 right now, it is 2-1. Tobacco Road in the black jerseys taking on Tactical.
Brinkman now up to the goal scorer, Conger. There, Rosario dancing a little bit. You see the shove off the ball. The referee standing right on top of that one, trying to keep things calm as the pressure increases. The chippiness can increase too. A chance here for tactical manager. Trying to break in transition. Big save from Scott. Second opportunity is in the parking lot. But the threat lurking there for the side in green. Gianderson hit that one as well as you can. 35-year-old out of Brazil, played professionally across Brazil and in Portugal. And here's another chance, a 3-on-2 break. Tobacco Road scrambling to get back, and it won't matter. This time there's no save to be made, and we equalize at 2-2, the opening goal of the tournament for Gianderson.
Number 6, Gene Anderson Pereira.
So as we've talked about, this is a game where there is going to be goals after goals. Both teams playing extremely open here. It's what you want to see in a must-win match. Trying to pull level with hashtag United in second place in Group I. As all the teams get ready to kick off here, the second match of the day. So energy is going to be a question mark for some of these teams. Some squads might get more cohesive, some might struggle as the games go along. For Tobacco Road, obviously the advantage of not having to have traveled to come in for this tournament. We've already seen how active Laro will be.
Less than 2 minutes to go in the first half.
5 shots on goal in the first game, already 3 in this second game.
In the green jerseys,
As Janderson was looking to post his man up along the end line. It takes a deflection, so it goes out for a corner kick. Quickly taken there. Both teams kind of falling asleep. It was a late call from the referee, and only really the two players involved for tactical manager understood it was a corner.
the action doesn't stop when the match ends. Fenton, just minutes away, is your go-to spot for food, shopping, and post-game.
Half of this Group I matchup between Tobacco Road and Tactical Manager. It is an opportunity for both teams to get their first win of the 2025 competition. Tobacco Road returning after a run to the round of 16 last year, including some massive victories, an 11-8 win for finally losing to Reggae Rovers. Tactical Manager in their first appearance here at TST, and it has been fireworks since the opening minute. Opening goal in that first half from Tobacco Road, immediately responded within a minute by Tactical Manager. Then a second goal for Joao Delgado for this Tobacco Road side. They were able to play with the lead for about 10 minutes before Janderson equalized once again. So everything to play for in this second half. Quickly taken free kick. The flick on. It hits the post. Put back in. The save up in the air. And the contact means a whistle. But inches away. The deft flick from the goal scorer originally in Whit Conger. It rolled off the post. Was everything going for Tactical Manager on that one. Finally popped up in the air and taken down by Hauser. And now Tactical Manager looking to respond, and a big opportunity flashed over the crossbar there from Joao. Zach Scott now. We'll restart play. So the second half starting the way the first half played. Both teams opening up and creating chances. Turned over there from Tobacco Road. That one sneaks through the legs of a defender. And now Tactical Manager looking to push the other way. The dip of the shoulder, and the strike is just wide of the near post. Who else but Joao? Constantly pushing, constantly looking. He has taken shots any half chance he has gotten so far in this competition. Tactical Manager lost 4-3 in their opening game to Pasha Luxury. Pasha Luxury holding on for another 4-3 win over #United just moments ago. So they sit in first place in the group, and they are guaranteed to be there when they go to sleep tonight. These teams fighting to get into second place alongside #United, who got a 3-1 win over Tobacco Road in their opening match. The battle on the top of the box as you see Damiao playing as that hold-up target center forward, but a dangerous turnover here. Conger looking to create the opportunity. This goes all the way across, and Hauser able to get his hands on it. Drake Bird flying up the left side. His third TST competition, all three with different teams. Now getting a chance to represent Tobacco Road for the Bowdoin College grad. And you've seen now, really for the first time, a big shift in players at TST, joining new squads, recruiting done by some of the big teams. Concava and Nani FC going out and finding players that they were impressed by last year to add them to their groups.
Indirect kick-in. No throw-ins here at TCT.
That one's flicked off. A Tobacco Road defender, and now it is going to be Tobacco Road's ball, as it looked like it went out in their favor and quickly played in. Turned over, though, by Tactical Manager, and they're all green kits with the white shorts. The physicality still ramping up between these two teams. This one pulled back, and it's finally taken away. Tobacco Road trying to at least match their performance from last year and get into the knockout rounds on the road to $1 million here in Cary, North Carolina. One of the home teams with a ton of home support. This one hits the first defender on the corner kick. A little soccer tennis in the air as no one yet able to bring it down and get it under control. And this is a dangerous ball over the top now. A chance for Tactical Manager. The save by Scott off his line. Closing down the space there for Damio. Good read from the keeper. Scott having a very strong game, even with the 2 goals that have been conceded. Tobacco Road looking to go direct. And it almost snuck in there for Del Rosario. Here's another chance coming, and another save from Scott. Tactical Manager finding a ton of space down the left side. Scott now equal to the task on back-to-back chances. Tobacco Road showing some good patience and connection here. Can they find a final chance, though, out of it? Good touch. The shot saved by Hauser. Set up perfectly as Delgado was looking for his 3rd goal of the day on that one. And you can see Tobacco Road, really the first time in the second half, they were able to manipulate Tactical Manager's shape, start to create the openings that they want. Garcia to the feet once again of Delgado. That one overrun at the end by Pavone. And now Tactical Manager on the break, and who else but Zach Scott steps up with another big save.
Scott with another kick save.
Tactical Manager finding a ton of space every time they break in the attack, but forced to defend for large segments of this second half. Question is if they can hold up from an energy point of view. As I said, their first time playing here at TST. Second game of this opening day. And the layoff can't link up. Del Rosario goes flying through that attempted clearance. As the pressure continues to amp up here. And the free kick will be called in favor of Pantuza. Pavone caught with his foot in the cookie jar there, trying to defend along the end line. So free kick, basically a corner kick here for this Tactical Manager side as we are approaching midway through this second half. Played all the way back, and the shot clipped up over the crossbar and out. As the goal scorer, Ruck, looking for the opportunity, and he's the one guy you have to track on anything. Set piece, any restart. He has 3 goals already on the day. Getting ready for some of the other matches here to kick off on this second session of the first day. A bunch of big games going on the fields around us. West Ham and Villarreal in a matchup for first place in their group. Quick goal as well after their victory over Roja, playing Soccer Roof in a game for first place as well. As this one's turned over, and it's toe poked just wide of the post. A big opportunity there for Delgado. He read the moment to pounce with the pressure. Struggled, though, to keep his feet after the tackle. Somehow got enough on it to get the shot away, but just wide of Hauser's goal. Hauser with the slip. All the way through the lines, high up the field. A long shot. A save by Scott once again. It'll be another corner kick So the goal scorer, G. Anderson, back in, playing along the top of the box as that hold up target forward. And the corner kick now coming. There you go, short. Closed down by black jerseys immediately. And Scott, quick to the danger off his line. He's done everything to help his back line out. Throws it out now to Del Rosario. Tobacco Road trying to reset things a little bit. Number of subs coming on the field to change their setup a little bit. Abu Bansu coming on the field, as well as Steven Miller, who got the start in this game. First time we've seen him in this second half. Long ball over the top. Finds a teammate. Maneuver. Good shot there, and it's over the crossbar. Somehow, out of nothing really, Faisal Album Aslat able to work the shot away there. Hauser all the way up the field. No one centrally for Tobacco Road, though, to block out those passes as Scott makes another save. Making it a little too easy right now is Tobacco Road for this tactical manager side to get into the attacking third. But their pressure is causing problems, and that is sort of the cost-benefit analysis as almost a dangerous turn there. Bird wins it back. Looked like a handball in midfield there. The referee doesn't see it. And tactical manager, though, turns it back over with the clearance.
Welcome to Field 5, everybody.
Tobacco Road, the local side, trying to get their first win and try and find their way back on the road to the knockouts for the second time in a row. Tactical manager bringing the team in from all around the world. A heavy portion of Brazilian-based players. Going to go on a dream run in year one in TST. It'll be tomorrow evening when these teams get back on the field at 7 p.m. Tactical manager will face off against #United. Ball knocked around.
High pressure by Tobacco Road.
That one knocked off a handle. Once again, we play on. Taken down here. Joao. He has been poking and prodding, looking for the opening. Has not been able to find a goal yet. Has done everything to create one. Cuts inside. The tackle won here for Tobacco Road, but only as far as an opponent. Shot deflected. Janderson will allow it to go out for a corner kick coming for his team. Under 10 minutes left to play in this second half before target score time. This game will end on a goal as a guarantee, as every TST game does. When we get to that point, we'll put one more goal than the highest count in the game. So if it ended right now, we would make it 3 goals. And it would be next goal wins for these two teams. Every 3 minutes we go without it, we will pull a player off the field for both teams and move from 7v7 to 6v6 and so on. As you see the battle and what it means for these teams, Hauser off his line, and he's able to clean it up in traffic. A long throw out towards Janderson. Flicked away by Bird. And a chance for these teams to make some substitutions. Every team's got different patterns. Some teams go full line changes. Some teams like to have players play in pairings, and other teams make subs as they choose, one at a time. This is a good chance to break for tactical manager. Scott with the initial save. A dangerous touch there from Brinkman. And Brinkman concedes a penalty going away from goal. The pressure had gone away. The foul right on the edge of the box. It is claimed to be inside and it is a penalty kick. So a big call here and a big opportunity as Leland Grant, our head official, right on top of that one. Zach Scott talking to the referee. So the penalty kick coming. These are not easy. It is a long distance of a PK shot for a goal this size. And it will be Damião, the 35-year-old, long-time Brazilian professional, played for some of the biggest clubs in the world, lines up the penalty kick and hits it off the post. Huge opportunity goes wasting, and Tobacco Road trying to break the other way. No one else you'd rather it be on that than the Yardim native. Over 73 goals for Internacional in his career. Scored for Santos. Played for Real Betis, Flamengo, some of the biggest clubs in the world. Bangs that penalty kick off the post and gives Tobacco Road some new life in this second half. Paddle deep in the corner. And it will be a corner kick coming for the team in black. As you can see, the physicality start to move up between these two teams.
Just a reminder, every game at TST will...
Trainer coming out now to take a look as these two teams desperate to try and get this result. Two players already out injured for this tactical manager side coming into this game. Edson Ratinho and Harold Campos Jr. unavailable for this match. Some other games going on around us as well. Villarreal, West Ham 0-0 at halftime. Conceifa and Real Atletico getting ready to start their game. Liga Foot 7, who won their opener early in the day against Mississauga Dolphins, lead 2-0 in their second match as La Bombonera, the reigning champions, are up 3-2 in target score time against the Mississauga Dolphins. 10-15 bounce back from their first loss in their opening game to beat Brown Ballers 5-2. A Sneaky Fox took a 3-1 win over La Mexicana Express to end our opening section of the tournament, and now we are finally ready to take this restart. It's played in and headed away. Alex Ramos can't clear that one out, and the volley driven off the hands of the goalkeeper. Tobacco Road still with the ball, and the goal scorer, Congler, not able to bring that ball with him. He had the right idea to try and turn and open up onto his right foot, but not able to keep possession. That ball driven to the far side of the field, somehow snuck through, and that's been one of the keys for Tactical Manager in this second half. They've been able to play direct into the attacking third, and finally the breakthrough. Joao has shot and shot and shot, and he finally blew the house down. His first goal of the tournament on 10 shots on goal, and he gives his side a 3-2 lead here in the dying moments of this second half. So we've got a little over 3 minutes to play here in this second half. Then we will set the target score time. Right now, Tactical Manager has the chance to do so with a lead and a little bit of breathing room. Not a lot. Tobacco Road, can they respond for the first time? They took a 1-0 and 2-1 lead in the first half. Both times, Tactical Manager responded once within a minute. Now a chance for Tobacco Road to prove they can, too, as a big tackle comes in there from Damião. And we've got our first yellow card of the game, and it goes to the Brazilian center forward.
Yellow card issued to number 9, Leandro Demio.
We restart now, as it looks like Dario Pavone okay to continue.
Less than 1 minute remaining.
Tactical manager here.
Right now, on field 5.
They would take a second goal, but they would love the lead going into target score time. As Hauser plays up once again. From his feet, it has been so easy for him to find attackers across the front three. Miller now coming in off the bench, trying to help see this one out for his team. Is there one more chance in regulation? Are we headed to target score time? Set at 3-2. Linnell's trying to create some space. Good defending 1v1. Here's an opportunity to break, but intercepted immediately. Can Tobacco Road now take advantage? Numbers have broken out ahead of them. And a big touch on the far side from Brian Ramallo. Ball played in. Hauser goes up to get it. Contact there with Miller. And Hauser then will hang on to the ball for the dying seconds of this half. So the target score is set at 4, with Tactical Manager coming in with a 3-2 lead. If they score again, they win. They take their first 3 points ever at TST. If Tobacco Road are able to score 2 unanswered, they would get their first win of the year and move into a tie in second place with hashtag United. So everything to play for coming up in just a moment here from TST.
We set our target score by adding a 1 goal to the leading team's score at the end of regulation. That target score is 4. Tactical Manager needs 1 goal to win. Tobacco Road FC needs 2 goals to win. A player will be removed from each team every 3 minutes. This is an important game in Group I. Tactical Manager lost to Pasher Luxury 4-3 earlier today. On the flip side, Tobacco Road, they lost 3-1 to hashtag United. All right, here we are, field number 5. We are in target score time. Target score is 4. Tactical Manager, they need to score 1 more goal to hit 4. Tobacco Road, you guys need 2 goals to hit 4.
Oh, that's so good. Oh, that's so good. I can eat on that.
We've had an exciting one here on field number 5.
We are entering target score time here in the second match of Group I action for Tactical Manager and Tobacco Road. The score is set at 4. The clock is on every 3 minutes until we hit that 4th goal for one of these 2 teams. We will pull a player off the field from 7v7 down to 6v6 and so on. Tobacco Road have to score 2 unanswered to steal the win. Tactical Manager, if they hit the back of the net, they are walking off with 3 points and a tie at second place in the group with hashtag United. David Goss with you here from Cary, North Carolina. The crowd flocking to see the hometown team if they can pull off their first victory. A dangerous turnover here. Flick from Delgado off the crossbar.
We've had crossbars. We've had posts.
The most painful noise in the game for an attacker. The clang of the crossbar. What composure from Delgado. The whole game slowed down for him. He had the right idea, but robbed by the post. And Tobacco Road coming out hot here in target score time, trying to make up the difference. It's a free kick coming now. Bird will go quickly short. Immediately his teammates close down. Bird now with the big switch of the field. A little bit too long for his teammate to take it first time. Anderson comes over. He's already got a goal in this game and helps out defensively. And he is not going to be rushed. Choosing to play this one out over the far side, but no teammate there. Bird now up the line. Quickly played in, but too far for the path there of Delgado.
Field number 5, we have an exciting one.
Hauser back out.
Tactical
Feet
manager
for Anderson.
needs only
What a
one
start
goal.
to this target
Tobacco
score
Road
time, though.
FC in the black
Cody
jersey
Brinkman
needs to score
leading with the
2.
energy straight out the
Crossbar
whistle,
just stolen from
pressing this tactical manager side into a couple mistakes. The header back to the hands of Hauser. A big tackle there, an opportunity though to win it now, and tactical manager steals their first 3 points of the tournament, and they take the 4-2 win.
Tactical manager finishes
So the winning goal popping out to the far post, a chance to put it in an empty net. May have been the only way to beat Zach Scott with the way he played in this game. And it's the second goal of the game for Janderson. A big performance from him. He was able to bring things level in the first half. He's able to win it here in target score time. He'll receive the Golden Fleece from Adidas, the honorary scarf for scoring the target score goal, something very few people in the world will ever get, and a huge win for his team as they move to a tie for second place with #United. A big moment for this team as they are in now control of their own destiny going in to day 3, but we are not even close to done here from TST. We have a ton of games left to kick off for the rest of this evening. There's going to be a ton of good soccer, so stay tuned to the TST YouTube page as well as ESPNU for all of your matches from the 2025 TST.